Welcome to Book Talk. I'm Winston. I like to read good books, and you should too. Today we are talking about Harmony of Fire and Harmony of Lies by Brian Feehan. These are spicy supernatural romances. The world as we know it is inhabited by a race of supernatural beings called the We. They were here before the world was created, and they still remember the dawn of creation. They are no longer welcome at the gates of heaven, and so they are here on earth, and they are seeking to find what magic they can in the world, which is where Alice and Owen come in. Alice and Owen are etherealists. They have the particular ability unique to humans to work with the magic of the We and to refill it, as it were, allowing them to sample and experience the wonders of heaven that they remember. And in fact, Harmony of Fire opens with a very, very powerful scene in which Owen and his band of etherealists, because he has a band that is with him. Owen is a musician. Alice, we'll come back to Alice, but Owen is a musician, and he travels with a band of other etherealists and musicians, because magic is tied very powerfully to music. So powerfully that when Owen and his band begin to play for the right group of people, for the We, the barrier between the earthly realm and the heavenly realm begins to unravel, and they can make a run on the gates of heaven, where the We can once again experience the grandeur and majesty that they knew before the world began. This is not without risk. The magic is so powerful, the other realm is so powerful, that if for one instant Owen loses control of the music, he will literally burn up on stage. Alice is a supernatural hunter. She hunts We and destroys them. She herself is being hunted by a very powerful We who is determined to find and enslave her. And these two are on an inevitable collision course, as they both wind up stalking, or not stalking, but they both wind up going to the same group of We for very different purposes. And when they meet, the world explodes in music. And everything in these books just swells with musical timbre. Brian Feehan writes rock and roll as if Lynyrd Skynyrd and Jethro Tull were standing next to him pounding on the keyboards. It is that powerful, it is that moving, and it is that unforgettable. Where your action books rely on fisticuffs and gunfights, and your romances are all about the feelings and the spicy scenes, of which there are a few in this. These books are all about the music, and Brian writes it powerfully and memorably. In fact, the climax of Harmony of Fire culminates with a run on the gates of hell, knocking on the devil's door, where Owen leads a group of We in a critical concert. It is haunting, and it is not without ramification. Harmony of Lies, with Alice and Owen finally together, we start to learn about them as a band and as a couple, and about the larger world that they are in. The We send Owen to San Francisco, where he finds a blood-red piano in the Russian embassy. And this piano has been cursed. If you sit down and start playing it, you will play it until you die. And of course, Owen can't stand by and let magic and music be corrupted and twisted in this way. So he reaches out to his community, the We who are in there, and the other musicians who are in there, and Owen takes on the curse of the piano, putting his own soul and eventually Alice's own soul together at stake, to deal with the supernatural threat. And in the process, we discover that the things that we have been learning about Alice and Owen in the progress, throughout both books, are bigger and more important than we have ever begun to realize. There is a much grander destiny for these two than they know, and then that we have yet to reveal. But once again, it's the music. It's the music that takes center stage. And if we're knocking on the gates of hell in Harmony of Fire, in Harmony of Lies, as Owen's music and magic begins to unravel a web of lies that has held him prisoner, and that is almost literally holding the world prisoner, we are treated to a concert that literally rocks San Francisco. It's incredible, it's powerful, it's like a tsunami of musical energy that you cannot get away from. Harmony of Fire, Harmony of Lies, supernatural rock and roll romance by Brian Feehan. Your assignment this week is to find a good book and read it. When you have done that, come on right back here, because there's more book talk yet to come.